guys, I hope you're all well, and today I'm going to summarize scenes 7, 8 and 9 from Act 2, Merchant of Venice. So basically, I'll be telling the important things in these scenes. So in scene 7, the scene 7 is placed in Belmont, a room in Portia's house, where the Prince of Morocco will be now choosing one of the 3 caskets, and we'll get to know if he wins Portia or he loses. So if you remember, Prince of Morocco is the same boastful prince in the beginning of the story. So the important thing here in this scene is the inscriptions. Now the Prince of Morocco will be reciting the 3 inscriptions on the caskets. This is the first time where we get to know what is actually written on the 3 caskets. So on the first casket, the golden casket, it is written, "Who chooseth me shall gain what many men desire." So this is written on the golden casket, which means who chooses the golden casket should get what many men desire. And the second is the silver casket, and the inscription is, "Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves." Now on the silver casket it is written that who chooses me shall be getting as much as he deserves. And the third casket, the lead casket, it is written, "Who chooseth me must give in hazard all he hath." Now the one who chooses the lead casket has to risk all he has, all the person's assets, everything. He has to risk everything. उसको सब कुछ दांव पे लगा के फिर चूज करेगा, वो उसको मिलेगा उसके अंदर, लेड कास्केट के अंदर. So these are the 3 important lines. These are the inscriptions: the golden casket, the silver casket, the lead casket. Please memorize these, as these may come in your test. So Portia, now Morocco, the Prince of Morocco, after reciting all the 3 inscriptions, asks Portia, how will I get to know if what I choose is the correct casket? So now Portia says that the one casket that is going to contain my picture in it, the casket which is containing my picture would be the correct casket. So now Prince of Morocco is thinking, and he is going to choose one of the 3 caskets. Now he is giving his opinion about all the 3 caskets. Okay, so when first of all he reads he gives his opinion about the lead casket. He says, must give for what? For lead, hazard, or for lead? Now he's saying, I have to risk everything for this lead casket. So here in this line he's rejecting the lead casket. He's not going to choose the lead casket. Then he says, thou dost deserve enough, and yet enough may not extend so far as the lady. Now he moves to the second casket, silver casket. Now in this line he says he's rejecting the silver casket also. He's saying that the silver casket, the inscription of the silver casket says that the person will receive as much as he deserves. Now he says that he deserves Portia in love truly, but the casket may not think so, that he deserves Portia. So he is not very sure about the silver casket also. So he rejects the lead and the silver casket. As a fool, he'll going for gold now. हर चमकती हुई चीज सोना नहीं होती है. So in this case, he is thinking about choosing the gold casket, and he gives his reasons for choosing the gold caskets. So but here an angel in a golden bed lies all within. Now in this line we can see that his intentions are to choose the golden casket only. He's saying that an angel will be lying in a golden bed. The angel is referring to Portia, and golden bed is the golden casket. So he says, give me the keys and I'll be choosing the golden casket. He chooses the golden casket, and when he opens the golden casket, and then in the golden casket is a carrion death. Carrion death is referring here to a skull. Now when he opens the golden casket, he sees a skull in the golden casket, and in the skull is a scroll. एक छोटा सा पेपर रोल करके स्कल के अंदर है. He opens the paper and he reads, all that glisters is not gold. This is a very important and very correct line, as you can see in this situation, in this context. This is a very apt line. So it says all that glisters is not gold. All that glisters is not gold. Often you have heard that told. Many men his life hath sold, but my outsides to behold. And there is a whole inscription on this scroll, and ultimately it says, then farewell heat and welcome frost. Farewell heat and welcome frost. Heat is referring to energy, life, and frost is referring to despair, unhappiness, sadness. So the scroll is saying now you have lost your chance at the luck. So all your happiness is gone. Now it's time for you to be sad. So be gone. And seeing this, now the Prince of Morocco is very sad. Being such a boastful prince, he is really very upset. And so he takes the lead. Now Portia is happy. She's satisfied that Prince of Morocco did not choose the correct casket. And she even says, let all his complexion choose me so. She says that the people of his kind should choose the wrong casket only. Okay, then the scene shifts to Venice. Now it is scene 8 from Venice. In this scene, first of all, we see Salarino and Celenio. Both of them are talking. Now they talk about multiple things. First, they talk about Bassanio going to Venice. Then they talk about Jessica and Shylock. Now they know that Jessica has run away with Lorenzo, and now Celenio is telling Salarino that this Jew is really a confused Jew, because after his daughter ran away, he was saying very different things. He was saying, oh my daughter, oh my ducat. Now we cannot understand he is either whether he is sad about his daughter being daughter eloping, or whether he is sad about his ducats, his money gone. So he's a very confused person overall. And then we see, okay, then Salarino says that a Frenchman told him that between English and French, the sea dividing English and England and France, in that sea a ship has wrecked. There is a shipwreck. मतलब एक ship वहाँ पे डूब चुका है. And I thought upon Antonio when he told me. And then he says that I was thinking whether that ship belongs to Antonio. And then they are talking about कि कहीं वो एंटोनियो का शिप तो नहीं था जो डूब गया है वहाँ पे. So Salarino is saying now Antonio is a very kind person. So he says nothing bad should happen to this person because he's so kind, and his kindness can be seen in this line that basically he's really kind, Antonio. So Salarino wishes that only good things happen to him, and that ship that wrecked should not be Antonio's ship. So in this scene, only this much. Then scene 9th. Now scene 9th is in Belmont again, Aru and Portia's house. Now this is scene 9 from Portia. Enter Nerissa with a servant. Now Nerissa is entering the house with a servant. Nerissa then says that Prince of Aragon has arrived now. So in this scene we see Prince of Aragon who is going to now choose the casket. Now what's important in this scene is the Prince of Aragon will tell you the 3 basic conditions which a person has to take oath in these 3 conditions, and he has to follow these 3 conditions, and then only he can choose the casket. So basically the 3 conditions are never to unfold to anyone which casket was I choose. Yani the person cannot tell anyone which casket he chose. Second is, if I fail of the right casket, never in my life to woo a maid in way of marriage. Now he's saying if he by chance chooses the wrong casket, he shall never marry in his whole life. And the third is, if I do fail in fortune of my choice, immediately to leave you and be gone. And if he fails, he should leave immediately. So these are the 3 basic conditions. So Prince of Aragon also ponders over the caskets, thinks about the golden caskets, thinks about the lead caskets, and thinks about the silver. So he finally settles for the silver casket. And when he opens the silver casket, there is a blinking idiot in the casket, and on the in the picture of a blinking idiot, there is a scroll, and in that scroll, it's written with it's written silvered over, and so was this. I will ever be your head, so be gone, and you are spared. So now this is saying that you have also lost your chance to win fair Portia, so you should be gone. There are a couple of few more lines in this scroll, but you can read it on your own. So there's nothing difficult there. So the important line here is, with one fool heads I came to woo, but I go away with two. Now Prince of Aragon here is saying that I came here to pursue to pursue Portia with one foolish head. I thought I could win her, and now I'm going with two, this blinking idiot and one of mine. So by this he leaves, and then Nerissa says a important line. She says, hanging and wiring goes by destiny. Now she is saying death and marriage comes by destiny only. Now there in this scene only, a servant enters who gives Portia the news about the arrival of a Venetian gentleman. Now he is saying there is a messenger from Venice who has brought many gifts, and says about the arrival of a person from Venice who has come in way of pursuing Portia. So now Portia understands that this gentleman might be Bassanio, and Nerissa also hopes that this person is Bassanio, and then this scene is they all exit and the scene finishes. So thank you so much. Any problems, I would love to help. Thank you.